Hey everybody, well welcome back to my channel. This is the boy with the Pampers Al coming to you live downtown here in my city. It is so beautiful. Looks like it has rained out here today. I hate when it's, when the sun's out. I don't feel like really want to do nothing. I just want to lay in the house and watch Netflix. But today I felt like coming downtown showing y'all my new prizes that I got, that I purchased. So I stay broke. But today I want to introduce y'all to a few new action figures, Marvel action figures that are out right now. And let's see who we got here. We have Siren. I picked her up at Walmart. Don't know too much about her, but I know her voice is, it's kind of deadly. So here's Siren right there. There's the barcode, lovely barcode. And the next one I want to talk about is Maggot. Maggot, he's in a series the same as Siren as well. And I'm not too familiar with this character right here, but we'll get into some things once we get them open and shown to the world. And here's the barcode. Next, all-time favorite, Wolverine. And he looks good. He looks real good. In my collection, my loose Marvel collection, it was kind of hard for me to find Wolverine. I can find like maybe the ones that have this outfit for a nice old deal, $21 and everything, but I could never find something similar to the actual cartoon and actual the 90s cartoon or the comic books. But here's Wolverine. We'll be talking about him. And last but not least, I had got this a while back, but I want to definitely present him. They remade the Black Panther figure from the first Black Panther movie, and honestly, gang, I couldn't afford him. When the Black Panther action figures came out, I tried to get them, but my wallet was just like, it needed some Gatorade. It needed more than Gatorade. It needed mental help. So I never took the time to pay them prices online they had for the actual Black Panther. So they remade a lot of the Black Panther figures, and he was one of them. I know he's a little different. He's got this, we'll get into that once I get him open, and then I'll show everybody. But, all right, so let's get to it, everybody. That's what I'm present on here today. So Siren, we're gonna talk about her, ladies, first. Let's see. Get some things open. I don't hope I lose any items in here. Okay. We're getting to some things. Okay. So, with Siren, I love the hair. I love that she's flexible to move. This looks like this could be a different female body, because I know like on a lot of the female figures, they all have the same kind of body type, mostly. And she's very double jointed, they got more pins in her. I'm so glad she don't have on heels though, because most of the women characters that have heels can't really stand up. And I'm not expecting her to stand up today because I'm downtown showing y'all my new loves. But yeah, she got the female wielded hands. I know on a lot of the other channels they talk about the female well, her hands are a little different actually from the female wielded hands. Hers is like this, showing her power. So what I'm gonna do, gang, is I want to take off these right here. Let's make sure I got the right hand on the right hand. And because, you know what? Yeah, I put the wrong hands on. Woo, I could never been a surgeon growing up, everybody. I'd be ashamed of myself. See, like right here, I took off the little cape that she had. The pins, that's how the pins, kind of you got to put the pins through this actually. So I hope my blood pressure don't go up, but it won't. Okay, yep, we're on point today. So Siren, I know that she was part of the X Men squad in the comic books at one point in time. I'm not a big comic book nerd or anything like that. I'm more of an action figure nerd in the cartoon. I've never been the one to always, look into comic books, and I'll go on YouTube and find out origins about a lot of the Marvel characters. So with her, I just know that she has that scream that can blast your way and disintegrate your whole body. Let's see. The face sculpt is pretty good. I think she's a beautiful woman. Just give me a little bit of Jane Grey there, but she don't look like Jane Grey, but just, I guess, because of the hair. And her character looks kind of awfully shorter than the normal female characters that I have of Marvel in my Marvel collection. So, I honestly think she looks good. I'm trying to think, let's see, I love that now the new action figures from even wrestling, they got that, how can I say it, that chest movement. So I guess if you want to, upgrade your figures or whatever, customize them, that's a great thing, I think. Because I know back in my time, I'm telling my age, back in my time, they didn't have all of this going on for them, with the action figures and wrestling figures and all of that. But with her, I think they did a real good job on the paint. One thing Marvel, I do want the Marvel Legends series to actually, the next sometime be too long on some of the characters. I get it, I guess, beggars can't be choosy. Make you feel like, let me keep calm to myself. Like, bite of the vampire. But I think they did real good with this figure. And I wish they would have had another head sculpt for her, something maybe a mouthpiece to her powers, something like that. But I don't think they got too many Siren figures anyway. So I guess the best is yet to come in the future when they make another one, I guess, down the road. But I'll give this a figure pretty much a 9 out of a 10. I actually like it, to be honest with you. And it's not too many female Marvel figures I do like. So I'm just going to show everybody her. I put the female with her hands on. And she's going to be definitely added to my my shelf that I showed you on my first video. So I think she looks pretty good. I'm trying to see if this is concrete, so let's think rationally about this out. So I believe she could stand up to a degree. Now, I do have this problem with some of the Marvel figures about this feet. It's kind of like the wrestling figures as well, too. And if I'm being a pain in the butt, I just want to be realistic, honestly. I'm not a fan of that feet, the gap in the feet, because it's so delicate and maybe it'll, will come off or whatever, break off. What if a child is playing with this and they just want to do a kick, and then that kick will maybe make that foot tear off? I think the Marvel series who makes this needs Hasbro, look into this, please. I really like y'all figures, but that's kind of a letdown. So we got Siren. I introduced Siren, everybody. Here she go. Looks good at her in this good foggy light. It matches that color, don't it, gang? All right. So let's put her down. And actually, I think this is a Build-A-Figure. She comes with a tank. I guess in the Build-A-Figure, you can actually build what is his name? I don't know. They don't have his name on the back of the box. Bonebreaker. Never heard of that Marvel character, but this is a part. So if you get all 5 of them in line, from Wolverine, Siren, what's the guy's name right here? Marvel's Havoc, I remember him. Marvel's Vulcan, and Maggot, who I'm going to introduce, and Marvel's Darwin, and the Sabretooth. You can definitely build a Build-A-Figure Bonebreaker. So I'm going to show everybody that. So, okay, moving on to the next character, which I had him up, is Wolverine. You can't. There's no X Men candy without Wolverine involved. Sorry. So let's open up Wolverine. Dun, 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 dun. Horrible, am I? Today is one of the gloomy days out here today, but I think it still feels good. That's why I want to come out and just present it. My new action figures to the world, to the world. Okay, putting this to the side. So, Logan. Okay. Here you go. I got mixed feelings about this Logan. I don't like the elbows, honestly. I think the figure is beautifully painted on. I think they got his height on point. Like, you can go wrong. Look, no offense to the movie. What is the actor that played as him in the actual series? I think he looked like Wolverine, but he was just so tall. And so me being an X Men fan, I'm like, well, you know, he looks like him in the face, but he's just tall. But Wolverine, we know, was always tall in the comic books and cartoon since he's been out. I think he's beautifully painted on and sculpted. The elbows right here, not too a fan of. Maybe it's because I just opened it up and I'll be having it in the package for the last couple days. But you got to be very careful. Which, me being an adult toy collector, I'm not trying to play with these action figures. I'm not, I promise, gang. I just love having them in my possession, being a toy collector. So they looks like, I guess I'm assuming this could be blood possibly on here. People in the comments, if you want to correct me, not for sure. But I think that his actual knives on his hand looks beautifully put on, sculpted on. And who can go wrong without a beautifully sculpted Wolverine claws on his gloves, on his hands? But I'm not a fan of this elbow. The elbow's so soft, though. I wish they would have did something to make it like a little bit tougher, a little bit, the material. Who knows? Who knows with the pandemic, maybe. I digress. Let me be quiet. So, I like his feet. Now, I know I said something about Siren earlier, and I'm always a pain about the feet. His feet, I can accept because they don't have too much of a gap in it. It doesn't look all as bad. I just don't like that extra gap. Look like you got a missing tooth or something between your teeth under the gums. I don't like that. So he actually does come with another head sculpt. And I actually like that because the Wolverine that I do have up on my shelf, gang, basically already has a Wolverine mask. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show everybody this face right here. That's the Wolverine we know. That's the Logan I grew up seeing clawing his way to stardom. I'm gonna go ahead and take his head sculpt off just to show y'all. This is what he came with. Beautiful. Beautiful. Because I know there was times in the cartoon when he didn't have a mask. You know, he had his outfit on, but he didn't have a mask or the outfit. But I just didn't like the elbows, the soft elbows on the arms. The arms look actually like sculpted on big because we know that Wolverine was short and stocky. Let me fix my camera, gang. Apologize. So y'all can see me. I don't want to look like the headless somebody. Headless. But they got that belt, that X Men belt, because you know all the X Men members had that belt on. And I'm assuming what that belt was for, just I guess to call, I'm assuming, I can't remember to call help or to call their ship to come on down. I don't know. Leave something in the comments and remind my brain. But this figure is very well put together. They pretty much got everything on point, but except I'm just not a fan of that. I'm gonna give him, you know what? I took a little points off for the soft elbows. I give him like a 9.7 out of 10. I'm just taking points off for that because I do like this head sculpt right here. I think it's beautifully sculpted on. You can get actually these action figures from, I think Target has it for $22.99. I got mine for $21.99 at Walmart, so it's $1 difference. $1 makes you holla. So let's see if I can stand him up. I know I couldn't stand up Siren, but could he stand up on concrete? Looks like Logan can. Looks like he can stand up on concrete perfectly. Yep. Looks good, gang. It looks good. So let's move on to the next person. And move my lovely camera up. Move my lovely camera up. Okay, the next one I want to talk about is Maggot. I'm not really 100% sure who he is, but it says Maggot. Maggot's mutant powers is his 2 giant slugs, Any and Many. They serve as his digestive system. I should have did more research on him before I presented him to the world. Well, not present him to the world, but talk about him on my channel. Like, I created him. Whew, I didn't create that character. So, open up, 7 up, open up, 7 up. Open up, 7 up. Okay, I don't want to lit up the park at our downtown park, folks, so let me be good and put stuff that I had for trash purposes in this bag. Okay. It's not right to litter, so don't litter at home, folks. Don't litter here either, or nowhere. Okay. Oh, God. Woo. That's called big boy syndrome. Don't want to move. Okay, gang. So where was I at? We talked about Maggot. He's in a package. I think this is a beautiful sculpted character. Let's see. With that being said, let's see what he all comes with. Okay, here's what he looks like. He's pretty tall, pretty buff guy. I'd be scared of him. I'm a big guy. I'll run from him for my life. If he was to take my lunch from me, I'd be like, would you like a gift wrapped? Okay, he gives me that Mystique and that Nightcrawler blue look. So stands pretty tall. Looks like he could be about 6'3", 6'4" in my mind. Just in my mind, Okay, so he comes with these 2 slugs right here. Beanie and Minnie. I'm putting him down for a minute, folks. Okay, Beanie and Minnie. Don't ask me who's who. I don't know if they sisters, brothers, husband, wife, Beanie and Minnie. What's the names? So I'm for sure the comic book fans know of him, his background. So he comes with this gun right here. Beautiful gun, by the way, gang. But here's the thing. I guess. I hope that. Yeah. Let me make sure this is his gun, because it could actually be. Let me check the back real quick. Because I could be wrong. I don't want to present, what the Hasbro series has in the package. That's why I should never tear these boxes up. I should really do not. Actually, to be honest with you, gang, I'm wrong. This gun actually goes to the Build-A-Figure. So let me put this gun down. But isn't it beautiful? Doesn't it look good? She bang! Okay, so I'm assuming that you hold his he holds Beanie and Minnie together, and I guess Beanie and Minnie eats people, I'm assuming. This makes me now want to do more research on this character, this villain. He looks like a villain. I don't know. So his feet looks great. I have no complaints about that. He's double jointed. The jacket. Now I know that some of my mentors in my head that I've been watching their channels model Disbehavior. If I pronounced his channel wrong, but I'm one of his biggest fans. I watched his channels. He's all about the Marvel figures, so go watch his channel. He talks about all Marvel and everything. Okay, so I think he looks good. Head moves left to right. The chest bucks. I always pay attention to that chest part because it's something new for the toy world for action figures. It's very new. Back then, I remember in the 90s, when I had, early 90s, when I had my old X Men figures and all of that, they just stood like this. I remember my Wolverine, they didn't bend, their arms didn't bend, they just looked like that. So, I appreciate the future right now of how they're doing the Marvel figures. You know, making you can customize them or whatever. Some people be customizing a lot of their figures and reselling them. I wish I could do that. I'm not no Vincent Van Gogh right here. So he got that jacket, and the torso looks great as well too. The color, I think that they did a good job actually painting him on real good. Now I'm trying to remember. I do remember seeing this character in a cartoon before. Like I told you, I'm not a big comic book nerd. I need to be, but when you're older, you get to live a life and pay bills. It's hard to be a nerd. You gotta clock in and get on YouTube. So I give him a 10 out of a 10. He looks good to me. He looks real good to me. I have no complaints. Let me stand him up. Let's see if he stands up, gang. I hope. This wind out here is blowing today, so there's what he looks like. Ah! The wind's blowing him, knocking him down. Okay. So, this is your Maggot. Alright, folks. So let's move on to my last character. Let me fix my camera for my face a little bit. My face. Don't y'all see that green tree behind me? It looks so beautiful today. Yep, me and my partner today, we were outside. My significant other. I hate saying partner. Partner, you know, if it's a partner in crime, a partner. But we're out here enjoying the weather. We usually come down here all the time, but it's a beautiful day today. So, I'm going to talk about Black Panther character. This is T'Challa. Look, I had to think of his name because I know he's been Chadwick Boseman. I just know him by Chadwick Boseman, but we're going to talk about the Marvel character, T'Challa. Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. All right. So, with that, they went ahead and remastered the older Black Panther action figure and just made this. There is a difference, I do know that, because I know the one I was going to purchase at this local store here in my hometown, they wanted like $125 for him, but I'm like, no English at all. I can't afford that right now. I have to save up and get all my things. It takes me sometimes a long time to get my items, but I'm not ready to pay them $100 for that. Sometimes I do pay for stuff. I know with Jane Grey and Cyclops and other Wolverine I have on my shelf, that's almost like $180 all three together. They weren't even brand new. You didn't hear that from me. Okay. So it looks like he looks good. He looks good. They got this purple light around him, because I know the first one they didn't have that. They just had them all black. Don't y'all hate these insects, bugs? He looks real good. I can't complain. Only reason why I could be excited about him, because I didn't even get the first one. I never had the first one in my possession. The only T'Challa that I do have is the cartoon they had based off the Guardians of the Galaxy comic book version. That's the only one I did have, because the other one I couldn't afford. Maybe I should have got him when he first came out, but who's to say that I would have got him Because I know when they first came out, they would sell them like hotcakes, and I'm not a real fan of ordering stuff online. Only time I order things online is when I know I can't get it in the store. Because sometimes, you know, you do pay for that shipping and handling with the price that the person who's selling it, that you may pay online for it. But back to T'Challa, I don't want to take away from me presenting him. Let's see, he looks good. He comes with 2 hands. So let me show him up close and personal. I think he's beautifully sculpted on. Just showing him the feet. Oh my God. The feet are put on here pretty good. There's no gaps. So I thank Hasbro for doing that. He comes with 2 different types of hands. I'm a big fan of the claws because we all know that Black Panther clawed his way to success and to save us. Okay. So let me make sure I got the right hands. The right hands. Okay, this is it. I told you I can't be no surgeon. Oh, actually, and back to, I apologize, gang. Back to Maggot's figure. This is the head sculpt for the Build-A-Figure as well. If I forgot to show that. I forgot all about him. He's headless. So, back to T'Challa. Let me see. Okay. I could leave him like that. It looks more like a poster or a front cover, imaginary front cover of the movie Black Panther. You know, the new one's actually coming out, gang. I definitely want to see it. I'm looking forward to seeing it. I'm going to go to the theater to see it as well. I'm going to definitely support the cast and the crew that's on there, everybody. Because, you know, hey, they got to get paid. Can't say stop watching bootlegs, but but it is what it is. So, the claws, I do like how they got the hand sculpted a little bit. Because we know that's what his weapon of choice was, his hands, his claws. So what I'm going to do, gang, is I'm going to actually change both of his hands. Give me a hand. Take my strong hand. Remember that from Scary Movie? No, give me the other hand. Okay, so here's what we got. There's the hands. Because the other one was just fists. I just think with the characters that they be having with fists, it's just typical. I get it. But, you know, I want some of my characters to hold weaponry, but I know with Black Panther, he doesn't need weapons for real. He got his hands. And, okay, so I'm going to show him a little bit up close and personal. They got his face sculpt, like, it's the remake from the first one, but, hey, he is who he is. He does come with his mask, his helmet. God. Woo! Woo! I don't want to lose that. Somebody sell that online for anything. People buying anything online these days. So, I'm going to go ahead and change his head sculpt out to show y'all the full effect. Okay. All right, look at him. Come on, T'Challa. You know, with this human head sculpt, if I could just find another body that matches the skin tone, I would definitely use this as just maybe him wearing regular attire. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe I'll just buy another remake Black Panther figure because I didn't pay them but $21. Actually, $25. I went to a store here called Pop's Comics here in Louisville, and I mainly get a lot of my action figures from them. Please, you know, Pop's Comics, Pop's Comics, Pop's Comics. So, this is what I can show you. He looks beautifully sculpted. And I can only be excited because I never had a Black Panther figure. I got a, what's the villain guy's name? I know Michael B. Jordan played as him, Killmonger. I got like a human version of Killmonger, but I don't have that Killmonger figure where he's in his Panther suit as well. So, looks really good. I just think that, They could have left that purple wiring off, whatever it was, to charge his suit up. I'm assuming that's what it was. I would have been better without that, but I guess they had to make something look a little different. So he stands up perfectly, gang. There's T'Challa, King of Wakanda. Don't it look good? His body looks better than mine. But definitely, I'm gonna work on getting Brent Short. I'm gonna work on getting Killmonger and maybe another T'Challa, as well as Nikita. And I can't think of the young lady. I call her Michonne because I just know her from Michonne from The Walking Dead. I'm gonna get her action figure as well too. But gang, I hope everybody enjoyed my video today. And please subscribe to the boy with the Pampers and toys. And everybody have a great day. Enjoy your time in the sun while it's still here.